Hi, you are watching Mintchip LOL. I'm Mintchip, you're you, and today we're going to be talking about Guild Wars 2. Everybody who pre-purchased Guild Wars 2 is now able to participate in all of the beta weekends from here on until the game is released. I thought I would go ahead and give some feedback on my experience so far playing the beta. First of all, start from start, the character creation and the character story. The character creation was pretty straightforward, and although I'm a little spoiled with EVE Online character creation, which is absolutely breathtaking, the Guild Wars 2 character creation didn't lack much. What is nice about the personal story is that it is your own. You make a few simple selections that are supposed to affect your personal story. In the beta, your personal story ends at level 20. I chose human, so my story was varied by long lost parents, joining the carnival, or finding your dead sister. Personally, I chose the carnival, and it was a pretty interesting little offshoot. It's all instant, so there's no one else with you trying to complete the same thing standing right next to you. Although I will say that I wish more of the quests were like this. Which brings me to questing, or exploring dynamic events, the heart system. So the questing is very much like any other MMO, only instead of picking the quest up, you have to stay in the quest giver's area and complete it before getting a substantial amount of experience. This can be a little confusing to those who thought that they would just be able to adventure around and take on any quest. Since ArenaNet wasn't able to add in the upscaling to our levels, there's a very linear feel to the hearts that you can do in an area, as you must wait until you're a higher level in order to attempt the higher level hearts. Which resulted in some of my not so MMO savvy friends running around and being killed by mobs that were like 3 to 4 levels higher than them. Also, we were told we would never have to pick up 10 of something. Now that's partly true. Since there was a quest in the game where I literally had to pick up 10 sacks of food, only instead of killing things to pick them up, I had to literally pick them up and crawl or walk back to the quest giver. As for the dynamic events, they were pretty fun. There are a lot of centaurs in the human area, to the point that it sort of felt like it was overused. Luckily, I went around to the other beginning areas for the other races to have a change of scenery, which was actually really delightful. I enjoyed the fact that with the downscaling, I was able to still find the lower areas challenging and fun. This game is great to play with friends. Just group up with a group of people and be able to go out and adventure. Since it doesn't have the conventional quest log system, you can simply form a group and head out for an adventure. There's no trade feature, only mail, which I'm gonna assume will aid in tracking gold and gem transfers for future logging of sellers. Otherwise, it's just a slow, sort of counterintuitive situation. It would be great to be able to hand a friend a piece of loot that you just got, but if they iron out the mail delay, it would be less of a problem. Chat log was a little buggy, sometimes not allowing whispers to go through, or random removing of people from guilds. Speaking of guilds, the guild cap was only 100 people. As someone in a community of over 250, this was really rough on those who came late to the beta and had to join a sister guild that we couldn't really communicate with. Well, combat. Okay, well, combat is semi-channel... Combat. Alright, combat's semi-channelaging. Combat is semi-challenging. I played a melee thief during the beta, and many people were complaining about the drastic difference between ranged DPS and melee DPS. Since there are no tanks, a lot of the times as melee, I would run in, hit him a couple times, dodge 2 attacks, and then die, or be damn near dead and have to run out of the fight, creating unnecessary downtime. Luckily, I was able to score dual pistols and essentially didn't have to worry about it anymore. I do think that melee should perhaps be reevaluated, as the amount of effort a range had to put in to survive was substantially less. Although if I had to choose, I would say make it harder for range. All in all, I would say that Guild Wars 2 is a pretty solid MMO. I can't really imagine people not really wanting to play this game. As for the cost, it's pretty much you buy it and then there's no subscription fee. So I can see this becoming a game that many people may switch over from their subscription-based MMOs, or one of those guilt-free moonlighting MMOs, since you don't have to pay. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope you enjoyed this video. I love giving you guys a little bit of updates on things that are going on in Guild Wars 2 and the experience so far before release. If you have any questions about Guild Wars 2, please post your questions down below, and I will answer them the best that I can. Thank you again so much for watching, and I will have more Guild Wars 2 videos coming up. You can check out my other Guild Wars 2 videos. I'll put links to them, and yeah. Thank you so much again. Don't forget to subscribe and like this video. Thank you. Bye! Okay. La la la, test, test, test. Test, test, test. Hi, you're watching Mintchip LOL. I'm Mintchip, you're you, and today we're going to be talking about Guild War.